Welcome to Sageology. I'm Amythyst. Today we're doing a pick-a-pile for the full moon of May, the blood moon, the flower moon, or the full moon in Scorpio, whichever floats your boat. There will be different channeled messages come through. Of course, I'm using my channeled moon messages deck that I've made. Please excuse my absence. My family had COVID. And we had been quite sick, and it's taken a fair few weeks to get past the chest pain and all those types of things for children in the house, etc. So now that we're back on track, I'm able to be on here. Announcements. I do not use WhatsApp. I will never contact you cold canvassing for work or even suggesting Spirit has a message for you. If anybody is mimicking me or myself or my business, please report to YouTube and myself. Contact me. I am on Facebook under the name Sage. My business page on there is Sageology. My private group on Facebook is also called Sageology, and I'm also on TikTok now as sageologysage. You can find me, have a look. So without further ado, let's move these away. Pile 3 and 2. Now I do have messages straight up that I've channeled down, or information really, for this particular full moon, which I'll say at the start of every pile. So pile 1, here's some messages about this particular moon first. The full moon is about, this particular full moon is about emotional breakthroughs. There'll be lots of different emotional breakthroughs, big or small, depending on you as an individual, okay? It's really important to touch on personal underlying truths and really pull forward what you know is an emotional truth. That particular friend is always nasty. That particular friend is too emotional. That particular whatever. It doesn't even have to be from people around you. It can be an internal thing, but it's really time to push through those emotional barriers and acknowledge if there's any little bits of shadow just flickering around you. It's important to pull that forward. I do have dragon energy in the room today. I will have some channeled messages from dragon. I do have one of my dragon decks out for today as well. This moon is about purging, so purge. You need to retreat, if you can, away from everything going on around you. If it's happening in your home life, or spend some time down at the park or in the river, or sit in the car and have a coffee in the morning, etc. Okay, it's really important to fast and have a bit of clean eating, or eat light. Have some bone broth, make some soups, depending on the weather where you live. You can still make a soup and eat it cold. It's up to you, depending where you are. And it's all about bye, which I've written to the past. And are you ready for new energy to come in? It's one thing to let go of the past and shift that energy out, but you now need to be open to receive, to bring that in. It's a massive transformation going on here. It's a rebirth, and everybody's going to be, or is in full bloom. It is time to acknowledge that. There's lots of grounding going on. Please ground earth as much as you can. And it's a really important energy with this particular moon, and I did say this on my social media stuff this morning, that the moon with the lunar eclipse and the retrograde at the moment with this particular full moon, it is too chaotic and hectic to be doing manifestation magic and things like that. More importantly, focus on releasing and setting in private or personal intentions for you and your loved ones, for your journey to do with this transformation and the emotional breakthroughs that you're having, or we're going to have. Okay, you might be rather emotional, or those around you, but not necessarily in a bad emotional way. It could be emotion as in just very elated, happy, etc. So just embrace it, but no magic at this moon. It's really not advisable. That's my belief anyway. Okay, so pile 1, your first card is energy. All right. Woo. Grandmother Moon, will you come in, please? Just give me a minute, guys. Oh, Grandmother Moon is here, and she is wearing grey and white today, and she has red. Her hair's in a long grey plait. Sometimes her hair's black. Her hair goes right down to her knees, and it's in this big, beautiful plait. And she has some red berries and beads and things sort of put through her hair. I'm assuming that's in association with this moon. She is holding out her hand, and she has sticks and twigs and leaves and little wildflowers and things like that. So she's definitely saying, embrace the energy of the flower moon. Embrace this energy with this moon. It's now time to flourish and blossom and grow. It's about the seeds you've planted, and you're now coming into full bloom. Wow. Okay, Grandmother Moon, what would you like to say? This is a cool deck, guys. Be your own wildflower. And your affirmation is, I practice kindness before judgment. The flower for you, pile 1, is vanilla lily. And the meaning is ambassador of love, okay? And you will find this in Eastern Australia. Wow. Your dragon card to start off is, oh, whoa, meditation. Look at that. There's like a fireball going on there. There's a whole moon in the background. Whew. Look at the crystals jutting out of this animal. Now you could need to work on your sacral and your solar plexus straight up, throat chakra and heart chakra because of the colors, all right? Wow, beautiful. This dragon is emitting energy. Look, there's energy coming out of this dragon. You can see it all around her. It's almost like fireflies, okay? And the main message for your reading is energy. And this other card here, we have take the lead. Wow. Take the lead in your life. Take the lead of your emotional stance, your emotional status, whatever it is you've got going on. It's important to actually step into your power now. I actually think everybody has stepped into their power more so. Please excuse the setup, what I've got going on here. I've just rearranged the house. 3 bedrooms got swapped over yesterday. And I have to use a makeshift space. So I've got to work with what I got. All right, what have we got here? Straight away, please, Grandmother Moon. We've got foot. Oh, movement for you. Smudge, okay. Love, beautiful. The love energy come out with the vanilla lily. And totem, wow. Oops. All right, just let me channel some of this for a minute. Yeah, so Grandmother Moon is saying that you need to ground and earth as much as you can. Get your footing in the right position, dig deep into the earth, dig your hunches in, set boundaries, say no, release things that no longer serve you, purge, 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 purge. You know, smudge. You need to smudge and have a cleanse. You need to purify your air, your lungs, your energy, your hair, your health, your mental health, your space, anything going on around you, your car, your push bike, whatever. You really need to push out and get that energy cleansed and purified. Now, if you're not one to work with smoke when you cleanse it, but you use other things like sound therapy and stuff and vibrational stuff, certain hertz for certain healing, get on that. Jump on that. Definitely need a chakra tune-up, okay? There is no issues with communication with this pile. Your throat chakra, even though I said you might need to work on your throat chakra, it's more so about soothing it. So eat some foods that are blue. Eat some blueberries and things like that that are soothing to the throat. And also some cough syrup. Have some lemon and honey and things like that, just to soothe the throat, because you've had a lot to say, whether internally or externally or a mixture of both. It's been pouring out of you, and you just need to replenish that throat chakra at this time, okay? And unite it. So your spirit team want you to know that they are with you at this time. You are not alone. You are highly protected and you are safe, and nobody can sort of push you around, all right? It's really important that you remember that you are an individual and you can control your own life. And I'm not sure why I'm saying that. Can I have some of these? This is the Divine Energy Oracle, so you've got energy everywhere. That is my son. He's just shut the bathroom door. Can you guys hear that? I don't know if you heard that noise come up on my screen, but it was an alarm clock, sorry. Okay, oh, again, the love cards come out. Be open to love, all right? Face your shadow and let go and enjoy. Wow, that's interesting. It's like a mirror thing going on here, okay? Let go and enjoy. So what would you like to say, Spirit? Grandmother Moon is saying love of self, love of life, love of the pain. Enjoy everything you've gone through, even though some of these things that we go through are very traumatic in our lives, like the shit these people put other people through, like us as humans, what we endure and what we give out to others sometimes is really phenomenal. With that level of trauma, survivors are the best of any form of trauma, are the best people to have a conversation about how to survive certain things in life, right? So what Spirit's saying is that you need to face your shadow. If you're seeing something in somebody that you think, oh, that fucking annoys me, but then you can reflect on the fact that somebody's told you in a different time of your life you were like that once, or you are like that, or you can be, or you have been, really work on that and release it. Be open to the love from that. Someone is having issues. Hang on a sec. I had just paused the video. Somebody is having issues being honest with themselves about admitting their flaws. And everybody has flaws. There's nothing wrong with flaws. We're human. Embrace it, okay? And it says let go and enjoy. So enjoy the energy that's going on around you. Enjoy what Spirit is offering you, putting on your plate at this time as an offering. Give thanks. Go out and hug a tree. Put some fruit at the bottom of a tree, you know. Go out and lay in the grass and talk to spirit, you know. Thank the lady beetles, whatever it is that you know that you like to do to give back and say thanks to spirit, do that, all right? Now, dragon, what would you like to say? I'm getting told to pull this card forward. Meditation. So meditate for an answer. Whatever it is that you need a response for, meditate on that. Really pull your energy in. Work with your energy at this time. It's your best friend at the moment, your own energy, okay? Research. Ooh. And that comes down. Look, it's almost like there's stars in there. So the energy off here like this, it's pouring out through this as well. Wow. And it's both nighttime in these cards, okay? So meditation will bring the answers that you need. Research. If you really need to get some clarity on particular things in your life, go inside yourself. Come to that meditative space. What else would you like to say, dragon? Growth. Wow. Ooh. And a nighttime again. So it's like we've gone from here to here. So the heart chakra is in full bloom right here, guys, okay? You've had a bit of growth. Your crystals are bigger. And you're in full bloom. Now, in the background behind that orb is a full moon, okay? So what Spirit's saying is that you're on the right path. You're going through this growth at the moment. There's that transformation and that rebirth is happening. Full bloom, lots of grounding. Remember, no magic with this moon. Oh, wow, heaps of cards are flying out. Thank you, dragon. What would you like to say? Hitting goals. Woo! So you're hitting goals at the moment, whether you can see it or not. Face your true north. This is your true north. You're going exactly where you need to be. Look at all the synchronistic stuff here. Look, that's almost like the same dragon. Okay, what else we got? Inspiration. Wow. So what is your inspiration? What is it that draws you forward? It could be your children. It could be the fact that you know you've come far forward in your emotional phases with things. And knowledge. Knowledge is power. So whatever it is that you need to grow from or learn from, come from that space of knowing. Know that you've had that growth. Come from the past hurts and go, yeah, you know what? I've learned from those lessons. Thank you, Spirit, for the journey. Thank you, Spirit, for the lessons. And let it go from that. Because it's not Spirit's position to make you feel anxiety, heartache, physical pain, trauma. Spirit doesn't put people in those positions. It's something that we agree on with our soul's journey, our contracts before we come here. You know, Spirit will help us get through those things if we ask Spirit for help, all right? It's not just up to the individual in that regard. So I've got another little deck here I'm just going to pull out. Can I have a couple of these? This is the life purpose oracle cards by Doreen Virtue, but it doesn't necessarily have to be life purpose. It can just be what we've got going on now. So we've got infinite abundance. You are fully supported as you devote yourself to your divine life purpose. And that's what I said about that united card. Now, I didn't say much about the totem because I'm actually waiting for something to come forward for that. So just give me some time. All right, so you are fully supported. You've got a lot of growth and stuff going on around you. We've got career change. You're embarking upon a career that brings you the joy and abundance you deserve and desire and deserve. Okay, so if that isn't actually for you, just know that Spirit's got your back. The light's beaming out of this lighthouse. Your home's protected. There's shards of light coming over here. There's a beautiful angel up there. Spirit's saying, as I said with United, that they've got your back while you go through this journey. Okay, and we've got, you're on the right path. Keep doing what you're doing because it's working. So that is your synchronistic confirmation right there. Can I please have a few more messages, Grandmother Moon? What would you like to say? Can you touch on this totem card, please? Flame. Oh, yep. Nice. Transformation. New life. We've got respect. Oh, wow. And Grandfather Sun. So that's your yin yang there. That is your yin and yang. Without Grandfather Sun, there is no Grandmother Moon. The sun and the moon, they're two peas in a pod. You know what I'm saying? So what would you like to say, Grandmother Moon? She's saying with the flame, it's basically letting you know that your torch is lit, that you're going in the right direction. Everything you're seeking is happening. You mightn't see them fall into fruition, what you're wishing and dreaming for, and it could be a ways off. Like what you want to do maybe is join a specific university, but you can't start till next year. This is just an example, right? But don't give up hope on that. Just remain true to yourself. Respect the journey, respect the hustle. You know, everybody's a thug in their own right, regardless of your background. Everybody has to pull out that thug energy sometimes and really push through life in ways that we think, oh, that's a bit grotty or a bit gritty. Just hang tight. Everything's fine, okay? Take the lead in your life. You're beautiful. You got this energy for this deck. For this pile, sorry, it's just phenomenal. And Grandfather Sun. So Grandfather Sun wants you to know that you need to go out and have some time out in the open, out in the air, out in the sun with him if you can, or Amun Ra, whoever you'd like to refer to him as. Amun Ra or Ra is one of my main spirit guides. And he's huge as a big boy. I have a lot of love and a lot of trust and a lot of respect for Ra, the Egyptian god. So what Spirit is asking you to do is go out and have some time out. If you can go to a field where there's lavender or flowers of some sorts, poppies or tulips or what have you, go and have some time out in the garden at the very least and get that energy come in. You'll get some downloads. Go and meditate in the sun if you need to. Can I have some information about this totem card, please? Land. Okay, give me a sec. Land. Creature. Look. Right, there's your answer. And I'm not joking, I shuffled these, okay? So land creature. So whatever animal comes to you straight off this energy is your totem animal, or more so your spirit animal for you at this time. The main difference between a totem animal and a spirit animal is a totem animal is with you for life. And some people have 1, maybe 2 or 3 maximum totem animals in their life. And a spirit animal is an animal that is with you for certain periods of time to give you medicine and teach you lessons as you're going through things. So your totem animal at this time is a land creature. Now this says to me that you're coming into a brand new totem animal that you've never had before, or you're not aware of that you've had. And it doesn't matter your age bracket, okay? You really need to work with this land creature, whatever it is. Whatever animal comes to you, it could be a rhinoceros, it could be a koala. It's got to be on the land though. It can't be a water animal or a sea or a land or a sky animal, okay? So it could be a koala, it could be a dingo, it could be a lizard, it could be anything like that. Like, yes, it could be a butterfly, for example. Butterflies represent transformation and they live on the land. They're not up in the sky, right? Just figure out what it is and then you'll know, and then Google or research the messages and the medicine messages for that particular animal at this time, and it'll help you, okay? Wow, there it is. Amazing. Can I have another one of these? Sinew. Yep. Sinew is a journey. Yep. Yes. Sinew is a piece of animal that gets used as thread. So an animal that is used for making drums and things like that. They can use the sinew from that, and that will actually tie things together. So everything in your journey is tying into place. All right, that's just amazing. Can I have a couple more of these? What else would you like to say, Grandmother Moon? Oh, she's beautiful. She's singing today. She's actually sitting in a big, massive tree behind me right now, off to my left. And her long hair is now out, and it's cascading over the right side of her body. And she's sitting in a tree branch high up, and she's sort of singing little songs with this massive moon behind her. So I don't need that card, guys. If you heard me pull out a card, that's what it was. Okay, we've got affirmation. I believe in love that accepts and empowers. Wow, you guys are really hitting the love card. And blue lady awkward. The meaning is consumed by love. Wow. Again, love of self, love of the journey, love of life. And if this is a romance question for you guys, embrace the love. All right, or learn that you are still loved regardless of what goes on around you. And the other one of these is affirmation. I follow my dreams with intention and honor them with my courage. The wheel of fire flower, and it is the meaning is the color of my fate. Now this is from Queensland and New South Wales in Australia. Sorry, I didn't mention this one. This one is from Western Australia. Awesome. All right, now can I have a couple more of these, Dragon? What would you like to say, Dragon? Whoops. Oh wow, 2 cards just flicked straight out. Ooh, leadership. 2, there's actually 3 there. Leadership, beautiful. Again, take the lead. You're in charge of your own life. Independence, yes. And speak your dreams. Oh, so follow your dreams. Again, this is about that rebirth, that transformation. You're in full bloom now. Bye, bye, bye to the past I've written. Okay, are you ready? Ready much? I've written in question mark. Again, full moon for May. Flower, blood, or Scorpio moon. There's lots of emotional breakthroughs going on, and it's about touching on personal underlying truths. Purge, purge, purge. Fast or eat clean and light. Bye bye to the past. Bye 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 bye. It's about transformation and rebirth. It's full bloom time and lots of grounding. And don't do any magic at this time. Just working on release and intention. Okay, can I have one more of these, please? You might like to start. Oh, this is telling me how to use that deck. I don't need that card now. I should probably remove them. Affirmation. I trust in the treasures I am yet to discover in myself. This is the pearl salt bush. I love salt bush. I grew up with it and where I came from, okay? And it says my hidden worth is the meaning. Ah, and it's found in South Australia and the Northern Territory, which is another state of my country. Can I have one more of these? We've got Okay, music. Your connection to music is healing for yourself and others. Okay, and I did mention earlier about listening to some Hertz and stuff. Can I have 2 more cards, please? One from this deck and one more from Grandmother Moon. I've got 2 more piles to get through. Okay, embrace your power. Beautiful. Leadership, take the lead. Embrace your power. And one more from Grandmother Moon deck, please. What would you like to say, Grandmother Moon, to tie off pile 1 for this moon? She says, female. So tap into your feminine energy. It doesn't matter what your gender is or what you do or don't specify as. Just tap into that mother healing energy, that Grandmother Moon vibe, okay? Peace out, guys. Amazing. We're actually going to go over to pile 2 now because I'm running out of camera space. Just give me a minute. All right, pile number 2. This is your pile. Welcome, pile number 2. Here is your messages for the full moon for May 2022. As I said in the other pile, I'll read out the little messages I've got. I've jotted down notes. First of all, the full moon in May, the flower, blood or Scorpio moon, is about lots of emotional breakthroughs, touching on personal and underlying truths. It's about purging, and to fast or eat clean and or light. And it's bye to the past. Are you ready for the transformation that you're going through right now? Because it's not going to stop regardless. You've got to push through it, okay? There's a lot of rebirth going on here, and you are in full bloom at the moment. Everything you've worked to get to, it's hitting on the door right now, and you need to do lots of grounding, and no magic should be done with this particular full moon because of the retrograde and the lunar eclipse at the same time. It's a very hectic, chaotic energy, and it's more advisable to just work on releasing, purging, and affirmations to do with your new intention. So let's have a look here. Your first card from one of my channel decks is Dance. So let's see what goes on here. Let's look at the next one. I love this little deck, Be Your Own Wildflower. So your plant is the striped mint bush, and your affirmation is love that is meant for me will not pass me by. The meaning of this card is love forsaken. Wow. And this is from Central Australia. Interesting. Let's keep moving. If this has got nothing to do with romance for you, just disregard it. It could be love of self, love of a job, love of your home, you know, love of the state you live in or what have you. Awakening. Oh, oof. Okay, you guys are going through an awakening, or about to, or have just come through one, all right? And we've got strengthen your gifts. Ooh. And forgive and forget. Oh, okay. I've already got a message. Just give me a sec. All right. So your message straight off the bat for this is, in order for you to follow your dream, follow your goals, and step into that love that you have of life and your aspirations. For example, you might want to change career, you might want to learn Reiki, you might want to get into herbs and things like that. Whatever it is, in order to strengthen your gifts, you have to forgive and forget past pains and work through them. Again, this is all about touching on personal underlying truths, and there's lots of emotional breakthroughs going on, big, small, ugly, or indifferent. It doesn't matter, okay? It's about purging and saying bye to the past. So you need to forgive and forget certain things to clear up that karmic residue and debt and energy to be able to strengthen your gifts, in order for you to not feel like your love of your life or whatever you wish or dream for is not forsaken, okay? Because this awakening is massive. Now, the chakras going up here, which says to me you really need to work on your chakras. All your chakras need a bit of a tune-up, and dance. Dance to the beat of your own drum. Dance to the rhythm of your own life. Don't rely or worry about what others think and feel. Yes, it's nice to get advice and an opinion from others sometimes, but do not let somebody else's opinion and thoughts bring you down. And I need to practice what I preach, okay? All right, so can I have some cards here from Grandmother Moon? Heard. Ooh. Arrow, stillness, and flute. Just give me a minute. Let me just channel. What would you like to say, Grandmother Moon? As I said in the other pile 1, Grandmother Moon is all dressed in grey and white at the moment. Initially, she had her hair going right down to her knees, and it was in a big, beautiful plait. And then later on, she was sitting in a huge, big, beautiful, massive tree with a full moon behind her. And her hair was down, hanging over her side, and she was singing and humming. When she had her hair in a plait, she had some red berries and things like that, and some herbs and stuff, plant life she was holding in her hand, again in full bloom. So what she would like to say is that Don't be a part of the herd. Don't follow suit because that's what you do. Don't have Chinese every Saturday night because that's what you did. That's what your parents did. You know, don't go and buy food from a certain grocery store because that's how you grew up. Break from the herd. Do things your way. Dance to the beat of your own drum, okay? Because the arrow is pulled back. You are in the right direction and everything's going to be moving forward quite fast for you guys once you go through that forgive and forget stuff, all right? Which is what we're doing. We're talking about exactly right now in relation to this moon, all right? Now, stillness. Just this is the calm before the storm, and not a negative storm. Everything's going to start moving really fast for you guys. I just said that in whatever area of your life that you acknowledge is going to happen, okay? Spirit's saying, that's that little stillness now. Use that quiet time to embrace what's going on around you. Make peace with some things. Forgive and forget, okay? Because once those songs starts playing, you're going to be dancing in ways that you never imagined. Your whole life's about to change. This pile is amazing. I love it. I love it. I love it. You've got the flute playing, the Pied Piper. He's leading you to your victory, okay? Stillness. Strengthen your gifts. What else do you want to say, guys? I'm getting told to pull out some dragon cards. Okay, what else would you like to say? Dragon, would you like to come in, please? This is a beautiful pile. Wow, the energy on this pile is very core stable in your chakras. There's a stability going on there and I can feel it. Oh, flow. Wow. This is a sea, a water dragon. All right. Wow. Go with the flow. You can't change what's happening. It's already in forward motion. Oh, look, and peace. And that is that stillness. That's what the stillness card's talking about. What would you like to say, Dragon? Dragon says one more. Another water one. Ooh, patience. Okay, so you might need to be working with turtle or tortoise, whatever you say, at this time. That stillness is now, that forgiving and forgetting. Love that is meant for me will not pass me by again. It mightn't be a romantic love. It can be a love of your life. A love of what's happening. Embrace what you've got to go through. Strengthen your gifts. Forgive and forget. You need to do that in order to be able to step out to that next phase of your career or your spiritual journey, what have you, okay? But you need to be working with turtle or tortoise. Now, what would you like to say, Dragon? Yeah, Dragon's saying that people really need to have water around them. You need to work with the energy of water at the moment. So you might need to listen to some watery sounds when you're going to bed. You might need to go down to the water. You might need to increase your water intake. You might need to have a swim, a float in a bath, soak your feet. Just work with the element of water at this time because water is really good for emotional stuff. You know, you can picture your emotions riding out in the tide and things like that. So just really embrace it at the time. Dragon's saying turtle is definitely here for you at the moment. You need to research the meaning of turtle, what turtle means to you. I know what turtle means to me, but Dragon's saying that things are getting better. This is a real quiet phase, an incubation phase. Things are about to kick off for you in a phenomenal way. Okay, we've got sensitivity. You're becoming more sensitive and need to make changes accordingly. Amen to that. We've got... body work. Your life purpose involves body work such as massage therapy, energy healing, physical therapy or exercise training. If you're not looking for a career change but you're considering going to have some of these things done on your own self, Spirit's saying this is your message to go and do it. And you've got books. Your connection to your life purpose through your involvement. You connect to your life purpose through your involvement with books, all right? So that just might mean you need to sit down and start journaling again, or you might need to start having some time at a library. You might need to pick up a book and keep reading. You might have a whole shitload of study sitting in the house that you know you haven't done. Be patient. That's the second card. The patience cards come out second time. Be decisive. Tune out distractions. Ask for sincerity. And accept disappointments gracefully. Forgive and forget. People can only meet you energetically where they are at that time. You might be rising and raising at a really high vibration that they can't match, and it's a pain for you. You know, it's difficult. Grandmother Moon, what would you like to say? Oops, tongue. Yep, speak your mind. Say what you need to say, make peace, and then move away. Flint. Oh, so this is a spark of something new. And as I've said, new beginnings, new beginnings, new beginnings. Major, major shift for you here. Amazing. And Sage. Now, this card means multiple different things at different times when I use the deck. So Sage could be, you need some sage advice, you need some sound advice. You might need to have a conversation with somebody that you love and trust that can give you unbiased information and just tell it like it is, and you might just need that bit of clarity. It can also mean that you need to cleanse, protect and purify your energy, your home, your car, your life somehow. It might just mean that you need to have some time in a spiritual setting, because we all know in this industry and in spiritual worlds what sage represents. So that just could mean you need to tap back in. But tongue, say what you need to say. Grandmother Moon, what would you like to say? Yeah, balance. Yep, yin yang. Get that yin yang element. She's definitely showing me. She's showing me all these little pots with like coloured paints or something in them, and they're like chakra colours, but there's a lot more. There's 3 or 4 below the earth star chakra, and there's like, she's showing me 2 or 3 above the soul star chakra. So you really need to get these in alignment, okay? And lightning. So we've got flint and we've got lightning. So something major is about to happen for you. It's a big spark. Step into that power. Own it gracefully, okay? Can I have 2 of these, please? Your affirmation is, all that I need, I already possess. This is a black fire orchid. Beautiful. And we had the flame card come up. We've had flint, which is for starting a fire, and we have lightning, which can also start fire. And the meaning for this is desire to possess. Wow. All right. Sorry, it's not focusing properly. And we've got the showy Banksia. I am my own keeper. I write my own story. Absolutely, I am your captive. And this is growing in Western Australia and South Australia, and this one is Western Australia, the black fire orchid. So you are the leader of your own life. You might need to listen to pile 1 as well, guys, because that's sort of come up. That was their bit of theme through that. But I am the keeper of my own life. You know, I write my own story. Amen to that. What else do we got here? Can I have a couple more of these? Can I have 2 more of these, please? So what Spirit's saying is major, fantastic rumbling through your life. Thunder and lightning style changes are happening for you now, okay? And to embrace it, seek hidden treasure. Yeah, you really need to ask Spirit what it is that you need to have your needs met with. Now, not necessarily financial abundance and things, if that's what you need, sure. I'm talking more of a spiritual and emotional growth right now. Ask with sincerity. For example, you know, you might be pushing through some leftover trauma from something that happened a few years ago. It's cropping up a little bit lately, and you now know you can use the energy from the eclipse, the moon, and the retrograde to really push past that and purge it out of your system. And you might ask your spirit guides, Grandmother Moon, Dragon, Turtle, to please help with that, for example. All right. I've got 2. We've got say no. Wow. So again, speak up, whatever it is you need to say. Reassess certain things in your life, what doesn't work for you, what's not serving you. And we've got trust the divine plan, okay? Wow. Can I please have a couple more from Grandmother Moon so I can tie off this reading, please? What would you like to say, Grandmother Moon? 2 more cards? Yep, thanks. We've got spirits. Wow. And ancestor. Woo! Beautiful. So work with your spirit guides, your ancestors trying to make contact with you at the moment. Maybe you might need to soup up their altar, or if you don't have an altar but you talk to them or you write them a letter or do notes or something, now's the time to have some contact with you. They're really trying to get your attention. They really want to work with you and help with you at this time, as with Dragon and Turtle. Thank you, Grandmother Moon. All right, guys, we're going to go over to pile 3. That was pretty damn nifty. Okay. As you can tell, I'm a little bit quiet. It's just because I'd had COVID and I've been busy. Okay, so pile 3, your first card is Mother Earth from my channeled messages, full moon stuff, okay? Mother Earth. So there's a lot of nurturing going on here, but it's a mirror. You're nurturing yourself, and therefore you're nurturing the planet, and vice versa. All right, now let's see what we got here. Be your own wildflower. I love this deck. We've got affirmation. I am open to people and possibilities that are yet to arrive. Your flower is yellow bells, and the meaning is welcome to a stranger. Oh my God. I'm open to people and possibilities that are yet to arrive, and this grows in Western Australia. Oh, beautiful. We've got open your mind. Wow. I am open, and open your mind. Wow. So your third eye and your crown are just off the hustle right now, okay? And it says be true to yourself. Jeez, that's just so phenomenal. Grandmother Moon, what would you like to say, please? Sorry, they flicked out everywhere and I just didn't want to pick them up. What would you like to say, Grandmother Moon, to pile 3? Thank you. Okay. First we have is trance. Oh, that card doesn't come out too often. Move. Okay. And we've got share. Share your thoughts. Open your mind. And nighttime. The night. Ah, okay. So let me have a look at this. Let me just channel. Yep, okay, so Grandmother Moon is saying that it's important to share your thoughts and your feelings, not just with yourself, but with those people that are valid in your life. Whoever you're trying to purge from, whatever the situations are that you're trying to step away and walk away from, it's really important to remember that. Now, these are the messages that I've written down about the overall meaning of this particular moon, okay? The full moon in May, it's the flower, the blood, or the Scorpio moon. It's about lots of emotional breakthroughs. It's about touching on personal underlying truths. Purge, purge, purge. It's a really important time to fast or eat clean and light. And it's time to say bye, bye, bye to the past. Are you ready? Question mark. It's all about transformation and rebirth. And you're in full bloom. Whatever you're bringing to fruition, all the seeds that you've planted are now in full bloom, okay? And you need to do a lot of grounding. With this particular full moon, I do not recommend that you do any magic because of the retrograde and the eclipse. It is too hectic and chaotic and it won't necessarily work out the way you anticipated, all right? So just be mindful of that. Okay, so share what you're thinking and feeling, okay? Open your mind. Bring those things to the forefront, not just have them sitting in your quiet space going, oh, well, that'd be a good idea. Share it now, even just with yourself, bring it to fruition, all right? And trance-like state, all right? Get yourself into a trance-like state. Get methodical, back, forth, whatever it is, just live and breathe it. It could just be meditation and just breathing in, purity, out negativity, in purity, out negativity, in purity. Just get into that trance-like state, whatever it is you're trying to release and focus on at this time in your life, okay? Be true to yourself. There's movement going on around you. You're moving forward. You could be moving house, you could be moving to a different job, you could be moving, somebody else out of your house, somebody could be moving out. This could be anything, but there's definite movement going on for you in your immediate life right now, okay? I am open to people and possibilities that are yet to arrive. Welcome to a stranger, okay? Now, the night time. I'll leave that there for a minute. Let me pull out a couple more dragon cards. What would you like to say, dragon? You've got community. Wow. Wow, how beautiful is this card? Transformation. Butterflies are everywhere, so you might need to do some work with butterfly medicine messages at this time. Okay, we've got emergence. Whoa. This is horrific, like, wow, not horrific in a bad way, just real. Like, can you imagine seeing a dragon of that size sitting up on something? Oh, even if the energy was beautiful, it'd be overwhelming. And we've got determination. Whoa. Yeah, so this is what you've got going on here, okay? Be true to yourself. Step into your energetic power. All right. Open your mind. Be open to receive. You're emerging into that new phase. You've had that growth now. You're emerging into that new energy that you need to push forward within your life. Your transformation is in full bloom. You might even go and get your hair did. You know what I'm saying? Go and get your hair done. Shine your light. Yes. See the light? Okay. Reevaluate your priorities. Yes, be true to yourself. And we've got count your blessings. Right. So what Spirit's saying, Grandmother Moon, she's letting us know that you might be having troubles at night. You might be crying at night. You mightn't be sleeping properly at night at the moment. You might just be restless to fall asleep. Once you do fall asleep, you have a reasonable sleep, but you wake up tired because it was restless off the jump to get to sleep, okay? Whatever the situation is, this is what's going on here. If you're struggling with those things at night, Grandmother Moon is showing me she's got holding chamomile plants in her hand. So if you can have some chamomile tea, that would really help you. You might have some chamomile essential oils that you burn and things like that. Have a bath with a bit of chamomile in it or what have you. That'll really help you at this time, all right? If you don't have chamomile stuff for a bath, but you do have chamomile tea, you can use a chamomile tea bags in the bath, all right? Choose friends wisely, guys. There's energetic vampires all around you, and you're about to emerge in this next phase of your life, in this transformation. You're in this trance at the moment where you've got your life rolling out in front of you in a way that you need it. And Spirit says just be mindful of those friends that aren't really the friends, that might just have a bit of a sting and a bit of a dig at you. Okay, can I have two of these? We've got the Thorn box affirmation. I embrace a child within me and let them know everything will be okay. The meaning of this card is girlhood. Ooh, and this is growing in Eastern Australia. Interesting. Again, I embrace a child within me and let them know everything will be okay. Thorn box. The meaning is girlhood. Ooh, wow. And we've got affirmation. I practice kindness without expecting reward. You are the river lily with this flower, and it says love concealed. Oh wow, so what was your very first one? And it was about meeting new people. So you might meet the love of your life very soon, or you might make new friends who you just love and they love you, and it feels like you've been together forever, but you need to come through that phase at the moment. You need to just count your blessings and make peace with a few things. You need to share what you're thinking and feeling. Okay, Grandmother Moon, can I have a couple more? Grandmother Moon says, sweat. This is about the sweat lodge. You might need to do some stuff with bear in the dream lodge as well if you're struggling at night time. Okay, wheel. Yeah, there's movement going on. This is the wheel of fortune basically. Okay, and you've got dream. All right, so keep your dreams, share your dreams, be open to change that level of vibration. All right, Mother Earth, you need to work with Mother Earth at the moment. You need to do some grounding and stuff, and feather. You might find some feathers. If you do, that's a gift from the angelic realm. Angels are letting you know that are with you. You might need to go and have some time outside, and like I said in one of the other piles, hug a tree and things like that. It's really important when we need to have a connection with Mother Earth. Give thanks to Mother Earth. Maybe turn all the lights out significantly earlier than normal and things. We're nearly at the end here, guys. You've got let go, walk away from the situation in order to resolve it. Yes, choose friends wisely, okay? Shine your light and be true to yourself. Reevaluate your priorities. And we've got options. Consider the career possibilities that are open to you. If this isn't about career with you, this is just about your life in general. What makes you feel like it's hard work, and what makes you feel like you're able to relax and have a bit of play in your life, you know? And you've got protected. Oh, you are safe and protected while you change your career. So again, if you're not changing your career, this is just why you're going through this beautiful transition. I did say angels want you to know that they are with you. So can I just have 2 more cards, please, Grandmother Moon, in relation to the end of this pile? What have we got here? Claim. Ooh, love it. And plants. Oh, that's the last card for this channeled reading, and I think it's amazing because the first card was Mother Earth. Okay, so stake your claim. What is it that you want to let go of? What is it that you need to push through for? Share your thoughts and your ideas, even with yourself. Again, make the call about studying something new that you completely wouldn't have considered 3 years ago, you know? Whatever it is, be true to yourself. Reevaluate your priorities. You definitely need some plant life stuff going on around you. Buy some plants for indoors if you can. Go for a walk at the forest or the bush if you can. Hug a tree, have some time with Mother Earth, as I said. Maybe eat some leafy greens extra, you know, in the next couple of days or what have you. All right, can I have one more of those, actually? And we've got cook. Yo, I love this card. It doesn't necessarily mean cook as in for your family. It's about cooking up a storm, cooking up everything you're working on. It's all coming to fruition. You're about to serve out some dishes to others, if you know what I mean, you know, and that could even just be by having a come up. All right, again, I did hear from Spirit that somebody might be getting their hair done, which is awesome. So happy full moon. Again, no magic at this time, guys, with this particular moon, because it's too hectic. Really work on new intention and releasing and purging. Blessed be, blessed are the witches. Peace out.